looting, what you know, what have you.
Yeah.
Greed, everything.
It's just whatever, it's dog eat dog.
Yeah.
And I think that movie, this movie perfectly portrays this from start to finish, and it doesn't let you go. It doesn't really let down. It's ferocious. It feels real. It's introducing the fucking zombies as we'd never seen them before this. Because they're not people. Consider this zombie. It's in the realm, but it's not. They're not really zombies because they're not the undead. That's what we're forgetting, is that they're not. They don't die. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're still inside there, but they can't control their motor functions, and that's why at the end they starve, because they can't go to the fridge and eat or drink water,
get an apple,
and they're not feeding on human flesh because it's a rage virus. All they it's just like that primal fear of, I need to fuck shit up. Yeah, I guess, and once you do that too long and you're not taking care of you're not taking care of your vitals, you die because they're still humans.
It's the alpha male virus.
Very strange, right? From two-stepping out there.
Especially when you kill somebody,
Yeah, that's a little bit of my take on the movie.
Good take.
That's dope.
Thank you. What about you, James? Why'd you pick this film? Tell me why.
I don't know. I thought it was something different for me to pick.
You're doing that every week, sir.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Good pick.
Thank you. I like what really stuck out to me was the quality of the film. Kind of like you said, it's really saturated. I don't know if that had something to do with the budget restrictions that they were on, or if it's just the way they intended to shoot the film. Because to me it was kind of more like it made it feel more real. Just how there's specifically parts when they're in the castle or whatever, the mansion, and the way the quality of the film looks, it's like it's someone recording it with their phone or something, or like just a handheld camera, and it feels that much more real, and you can really feel that fear or like a gloominess throughout the entire film.
Kind of gritty.
Yeah, real gritty, that's the word.
And like they were going through like a 3-day way travel, so it was getting grittier and grittier.
Yeah.
So there was no other way back besides going that far, So why not make it look that way, I guess. So it was good.
No, yeah, that's kind of my take. That's I guess that's why I picked it. It stood out to me a lot, so
nice.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to the soundtrack, which is another big thing I think makes this film a success. Going through, whether it be like they don't hit you over the head when things, like, I feel like the soundtrack doesn't kick in when there's a big moment about to happen. For example, when he first meets the chick and the guy from the beginning.
Oh yeah.
And the fucking zombie just jumps through the fucking roof or whatever, the glass, that scene comes out of nowhere.
That's a jump scene.
It's like dead quiet, and they don't
give you the little menacing music before you're like, oh, something's gonna happen. It just happens. You know what I mean? And but the music that they do use in this is well thought out, as Onarres said, and fun, and like even when with Megan, the daughter, when when they give her moments, it's like little
touchy,
lullaby, I noticed that too when they got the flat tire. They were playing like cheerful music. And
it's trying to give you hope in this dystopian world where there is no hope, but it's like, they've kind of created this like makeshift family, at least for the moment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And they kind of convey that through the music, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and it kind of throws you off because like I said, it's like happy music, but then something bad's about to happen, so it's like, oh, how do I feel?
Trying to let you breathe a little bit, probably in the movie, like, oh, and then it just turns bad.
Yeah.
So, what was your favorite shot of the movie? Like, is there any specific scene that stood out?
I've always loved, I don't know why, but at the end when he when Jim or Cillian Murphy, when he gets mad and they betray him and they take him out to kill him, and he he gets away. And he comes back and he sabotages the whole compound.
Yeah,
I love that shot when it's fucking raining really hard and he's like half naked and he has his shirt off and he does the siren.
Yeah.
And when that shot on him when he's ringing the siren and he's like fucking pissed and the water pouring down on him, I just love how they captured that shot. So if I had to pick something,
it was really nice.
Yeah, that stands out to me.
What you?
Me?
Yeah.
I have two shots. One is in the beginning where he's walking across the bridge, and you just see him and he's amongst like the abandoned cars and there's trash, and you just see his bright green scrubs walking down through the town or whatever. I just, like I was telling you before, I don't know how they shut down the town and how they got all those people out, but I like the big wide shots of it, and you just see him walking, and it's just like there's nobody here. It's like the last man on earth.
It's like a vast earth, no one's here too. It's like crazy.
Just see him there. And then the second one I like is of when they introduced Mailer, the tied up.
That was fun.
Yeah. Shout out to Mailer.
Yeah, Mailer.
He was the MVP of the movie for sure.
And he runs towards them, and he's still he's chained up, and you just see it from his POV.
Yeah.
And you see Jim like hide behind the soldier.
He jumps back.
Yeah, like oh shit! I just like that because you can see like his reaction and how it's just boom in your face right there.
I think many times in the movie they did a lot of scenes like
POV.
that. Actually, yeah,
that's
Jim
like
does one too.
one.
I think to save I forgot her name, the chick in it though.
Selena.
Yeah, Selena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he busts through the window, I think, and he rushes them.
Oh yeah, when it shows him running towards him. Yeah,
that was a pretty good scene too.
Is that your favorite one?
No, mine is just the picture is when the tower when they meet the dad of the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
It was just when the Christmas lights are on the apartment building. I'm like, that's like real wasteland. Like that shows like every other light is off and just his was on. It's like a little glimpse of hope,
Sanctuary.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Like to see that. Because that's how my room looks. So, like, I'm pretty sure everyone's like, "Oh, look at that
lighthouse." What was yours, man?
Mine's probably it's similar to Wes's. It's kind of you can just see the transformation of Jim. How when he it's kind of that flight or fight type of reaction where to survive if you get hit in the face, you're either gonna curl up or you're gonna fight back.
Kill or be killed.
Yeah. And he kills a couple of people. And he kind of, you get to see that, like I said, the transformation of Jim and just how from kind of a person how he was like really scared in the beginning, didn't know what the hell was going on, and then I think he kills like 3 guys and that little kid zombie or whatever
infected kid.
That'd be probably my second favorite scene is when he goes they stop to siphon gas, and he goes into the restaurant and what's her name, Selena is like, oh come on, we got all the food we need, and he's like, yeah, we don't have cheeseburgers, and he's just gotten his back, so he's like fucking feeling fearless and stuff. And he walks in not expecting to find anything. He's covering his nose because I'm assuming the smell is fucking bad, and he goes to the back and this little kid infected with the rage virus just creeps up on him. Yeah. But they drown out all the sound when he drops down from like the rafters or some crazy shit, and you just see him hit the floor, but he creeps up like a ninja. Yeah. Like he didn't want him to hear.
He's very nimble.
Yeah, which is very cool. Or the way that they went about doing that, and then he ends up. They don't even show that he kills him, but he does. And the kid, I never noticed this until we watched it again, but the kid's like, I hate you, or whatever. Really
that
fast.
was new to me as well.
Strange.
Maybe that's something to do with because he's a child and his brain is developed differently. I don't know. Like adults kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's just because he's a kid.
Like somehow Jim knew him or something. I don't know. Something weird in my, I don't know. It's probably unrelated. But
what's a rage virus? He hates everyone.
Yeah,
that's true. True, that too.
That's the thing is, I feel like they just go out. They don't know why they're mad, but they're mad.
I felt like he was ashamed that he killed the little kid. That's why he didn't say nothing. Or he's just like, let's get out of here. I can't.
I feel like you can kind of hear like the infected do try to talk though. Like they're just roaring, but you don't really get to hear exactly what's coming out.
That's what I think is that because they're still alive, they're inside there. They can think and stuff. Like Mailer clearly had emotions and stuff. I think the virus just takes you over and controls you
through anger.
Yeah,
he did like stop and look, like take the time to do that once too.
To choose. There was times when he when the soldier leaves, the general or whatever, and he leaves Jim alone with him, and Mailer's kind of like reaching out to him, like. I guess maybe to trick him, like help me. Yeah. But like to get as a reaction.
But also in that moment, it's like they have a connection too at the same time. Yeah. The way.
The first time I seen it, I felt bad for that zombie. I was like, or that infected, because I was like, man,
just keep them alive and stuff.
Yeah. If I'm gonna be infected, just fucking let me go and kill myself, or just let me kill me.
Rampage.
Or keep me at bay and just misery. That's like how we
just
are
hanging out.
Like what's the name of the governor or something? All crazy from Walking Dead and stuff.
Yeah, with his daughter. He's keeping his daughter alive. It's the same concept. We didn't talk about Megan's dad.
Oh yeah, he's
awesome.
Yeah.
He's really good, and I feel like you really you feel bad because his death was kind of in vain. He just gets upset momentarily, and he sees a crow on and a dead body up on like a big door or something, right?
Especially,
and he's like, "Oh, get the fuck!" He gets annoyed with the bird. And he's like, "Get out of here!" And he kicks the door, and blood comes down, and it falls into his eye.
One little drop.
And the mythology behind this is that, and what makes this movie tough is that you can't get it in. You can't get their blood in your saliva or any orifices, like cuts, any cuts, anything, and that makes it hard to really survive. It ups the stakes,
and that's why you turn quick. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah,
because I got
straight into his eye,
straight to the brain.
And he knew right away.
Yeah,
that's why he was telling his daughter, like, I love you. I'm sorry for getting angry at you.
Because
I
you
love
have 20 to 30 seconds before you change, and that's what also sets this apart is that it's an instantaneous thing. You don't have time to say bye.
Yeah, it's not like
it doesn't take days like in Walking Dead or your other movies. You know what I mean? Where it's like different.
You get bit and then you have you have a while.
Yeah.
So this virus is in order to get it, it's always instantaneous when you have it. So no time. You gotta, and that's why the girl Selena reacted as fast as she did in the beginning to kill.
That thing is nuts, gnarly. You see his hands just fucking get cut straight in half. I was like, fuck. I remember watching that movie when I was younger. I was like, fuck, that's fucking crazy. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah,
it definitely leaves a stain on your brain.
Yeah,
and like I said, if I have no remorse. If anybody turns into a zombie around me, dude, and vice versa, kill me or I'll kill you. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's how she thinks too.
Yeah.
She's like, there's no time to think.
No, you can't.
And she's like, you have this specific set of time before that person changes. You can't wait and be like, okay, let me see if you're gonna change. So like, if you have a cut or something, like he just had kind of a cut. It didn't look like a bite or anything.
It looked like he just hit himself somewhere.
It might have been glass or something because he was rolling around.
Yeah.
It could have just been glass.
Yeah, he could have just cut himself.
Because he was like, wait, hold on, wait. And then she just straight up chops him.
Fucking hacks him.
Yeah.
Well, hacks his arm off first.
Yeah. And then fucking goes to town on his head.
She started going through him, dude. Like,
yeah.
She was this was like amazing scene.
Yeah, but it shows you how brutal she is, and she just
in the beginning, but then she falls for Jim. Later on, they fall in love, and that's why at the end she thinks he's infected, and she hesitates. And if he had been infected, she would have died. But she gave him that
chance.
Yeah, because and he was like,
that's more than a heartbeat.
Yeah, because she had feelings or whatever.
I like the way he killed that last soldier.
Yeah,
just putting his thumbs through his eyeball.
Yeah, dude, Jason style. Like
they actually do that in. We haven't brought up 28 Weeks Later, which is a fucking solid sequel.
Yes.
I think that's one of the best openers to a horror movie I've ever seen.
Dude,
when he's leaves,
running from his wife.
Yeah, he leaves his wife and the daughter.
That was crazy. Yeah,
and you see him he gets in the boat. And you see the zombies still coming at him in the water,
like popping out of the water and shit.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
Oh man,
it just goes back to the same idea. Like you got to do what you got to do.
sorry.
Except for they were immune, so later on
he didn't have to do that.
His wife was. Spoilers for people who haven't seen it.
I'm not going to remember.
It's overdone and dry.
Yeah.
But yeah, anybody, I should have recommended that. 28 Weeks Later.